Good evening and welcome to Sports Federation TV. My name is Alton Davids. I'll be your host. The show where we talk about a range of different codes of sport brought to you by the Western Cape Provincial Sport Confederation. Tonight I must tell you we have a jam-packed show. We'll be talking athletics, we'll be talking archery, we'll be talking rugby, fly fishing, sport for the physically disabled. I'm tired just thinking about all of those things. Someone who has a lot more energy than I do, who's a lot younger than me, the president of Western Province Athletics. Lester, how are you?
Well, I'm fine, Elton. We're still carrying on, and it's a joy and a privilege to be here to let the viewers know of what Western Province Athletics is all about. We got a jam-packed program for 2019, and we're going into a lot of projects. Our membership for last year, permanent number was 18,507.
That's
athletes.
just the registered members.
That's registered.
That's not the day license numbers.
No, the day license, we attracted between 60,000 to 70,000 people coming to do various distances. And for this year, as from last week, we have already got 13,000 plus permanent licenses, people that has now joined the club and are going out. Over this past weekend, we got a jam-packed weekend. We got our starting tomorrow. We got track and field at Parow, our multi-sports on Saturday. We have at Greenpoint the continuation of our multi-sports, and then also we got our walking Grand Prix in the morning, and on Sunday the 17th we got the Peninsula Marathon all the way from Greenpoint to Somerset. So athletics are in its silliness at this time of year.
And the nice part is there's such a variety, because athletics, people used to think in the old days athletics is only track and field. Yeah. Now athletics encompasses a whole lot more, and it's a lot broader based. Like you spoke about the walking, like you spoke about road running, track and field, but there's also big growth in terms of junior numbers. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, our junior programs it's actually growing. We're starting this year from 4 years old till 7 years, what we call preschooling athletics, movement control, where we tell the kids to run up and down on a piece of field. And then we got our little athletics and our kids athletics. Those are from 5 till 7, and then from 8 till 13, where we're getting, although a lot of schools don't have PT classes, we have to cater for that. And we have appointed what we call talent identification officers to go around to these inter-house events that schools have, these zone houses, the champs of champs, where we're looking at athletes that can represent us, and we're working till 2028, Olympians of the future. And this is where we're getting into this whole program. We got a school of excellence where we're looking.
Hold on, before we get to the school of excellence.
Sorry.
So all these kids, do they build into your street kids, your street mile program? Tell us about that before we get to the school of excellence.
Yeah, our street athletics, we go to the various areas. We involve the clubs in the area. For instance, Top Form in the Athlone area in Main Street. We had one last year. It was raining badly, but kids came, and what we do is the 5 best kids, we bring them all together, and then on Easter Friday or Good Friday, we take them to the Two Oceans mini races or what, and then they can perform under the 5.6 kilometer. So we bring them from the street athletics into a little program, and then we have got the 3, 4, 5 position. And then we also have those that can run, who comes first and second. And so we build them. And we take those kids and we put them into the clubs in the area so they can start looking after them.
And for me, that's a sustainable model, because you start at the beginning, you teach them basic movement, as you call it. Then you build them into activation, recreation, participate in school and in school sport and school athletics, street athletics, then becomes the next level into club. So eventually they can become the next sprinter, or the next long distance, middle distance athlete. And then from there, do they build into those who show potential? Do they then lead into the School of Excellence?
What we do with them is they lead into the School of Excellence. But before that, Western Province athletics look at the holistic approach. It's not only running, it's academic. We try to get him into schools. We are now for the first time giving high school bursaries from standard 6. So we look at, and these kids we send to the sports science institutes and the various doctors and biogneters and all these people, and they look at the gene pool of the kid and we find out that they can progress. So it's a first for Western Province to send high school kids. If you look at our young Protea, Luke Davids, the world's under-17 champion
in the Youth Olympics.
Our pride and joy, the same. We starting from grade 8 and we're working him through. And then from there we just don't, because we found out the federations up north come with the checkbooks and they start wanting these kids. We're saying now, we started 2-3 years ago with bursaries for our university kids. We had 6, we added another 3, and these are potential athletes that one day can represent Western Province or South Africa at the Olympics.
What's nice about the program, it's not just about the physical attributes. You're looking at the academic and the holistic in terms of nutrition, bios, physios, all of those things that people tend to forget make up the athlete. It's a one big package. And it must cost a pretty penny per athlete per year.
Yeah, it does. We were fortunate enough that Lotto gave us some funds that we came. So what we do is we grade athletes into 3. We get the gold, the silver, and the bronze, and each one of them, as you progress and you better your times, you go into stages. So parents, so the goal, they can go to a doctor, they can go to, and everything is paid for by the federation. We're not rich, but we're getting there. We are using our resources to invest into our juniors and our seniors.
And that's the thing, Lester, it's a step-by-step process. And as you grow, you then create the opportunity and credibility for a potential sponsor to come on board and say, can we match what you currently do? Because often sponsors don't just want to chuck money into a hole. They want to see that you're actually delivering, first and foremost.
Yeah, this year we've appointed a marketing person in the office, and his sole job is just to go look, to sell the brand. We found out that our brand has been kept in the dark, and now we're putting it out there. And and not only that, we're looking after the juniors, but we're also looking after the clubs, because the clubs, we got 110 clubs, and we are inundated with people opening up clubs, and we're saying to them, no, it's not just opening a club for the mere sake of getting rich, or, oh, my family wanted, or I had a fallout in my own club. I see Elton, you're laughing, you know.
Because
and
that's
a politics. Yeah,
that's
is.
reality.
But what we're saying to you is, guys, there are areas in Khayelitsha, there are areas in Mitchells Plain. We only got 2 clubs in Mitchells Plain, Alta and Mitchells Plain Titus. 1.2 million people, they say it is, and we need more, but for the right reasons we want clubs to exist and things like that.
Lester, my understanding of a club is a group of people in a community who share a common goal to grow the community. That's what a club is meant to be.
That is, I can actually say, I say to a lot of my clubs that we've moved on from the Koeksiste Sunday morning breakfast to guys, are we going for a LSD today? Not a drug, but a long, slow run. This is what people get up at 5, 4 o'clock to go and do. Their whole focus is not having a half a dozen sisters, but having 1 or 2 maybe with a cup of tea, but enjoying the life that they are leading and things.
It's about a lifestyle change.
That's it.
Lester, in closing, how do people find out more about your youth program?
Yes, you can go to our website on www.Western Province Athletics, WPA.org.za, or you can phone our office, Ms. Pearl Scow, on 021-418-3232. We are available at any time to give you, because we want more and more grandpas and grandmas and uncles and aunts and nephews and all your things, all the people that have been sitting on the couch for so long to come and get involved. Walk a 5K, you'll feel much better. And
it decreases your heart, it decreases your blood pressure, cholesterol,
as you said,
and your tummy in some of our cases. Just in closing on the athletics, on Sunday road closures are are all the way down from Greenpoint all the way to Simonstown. Be vigilant, be considerate for all the runners who will be running the marathon, and the half marathon guys will start in Bergfleet. Let's take an ad break. When we come back, we'll be chatting fly fishing. See you now.